2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Here now the offensive starters for Atlanta.
And I think we'll see a renewed sense of urgency out of this team this week because they have to make sure they don't waste this homestand. They had a home game last week, lost it. Now they get the second straight. They've got to take advantage of it, get a win before they head out on the road.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Off the play fake. Groves. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Well, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses, understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 19 carries, 62 yards.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working, and they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards, good enough for a first. That catch, number 750 of his NFL. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after here coming up. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick six for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick six, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Groves. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On first down, Groves. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Groves got his man there. It's Wallace complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Groves. He's going to air one out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. The give to Taylor.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he will find his man on the outside. A first catch for the man leading the NFL in receiving yards in this first month. And a first down to boot.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Go! 10-2 stop. 53, Mike 53. Coming to you, coming to you. Steve Griffin.
Off the bootleg. Groves. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Watch the screen.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Down. 90, Wolf. Take that hand with that.
On first down, Akers. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is Cook with the ground. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 7-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Well, early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Buccaneers defense making their way back out onto the field. And the big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, they're 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
That's how we do it, baby.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Taylor. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Groves. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Check 31, check 31.
They'll run on 1st down. Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play calling, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. On second down now, it's Taylor. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
60 Pittsburgh. You got it.
A gain of a yard brings up third.
From the gun on third down, Groves. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan is going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4.
Let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead, don't do anything silly, run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
Let's go. AT Gators. Shot 56. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hit it.
On 1st and 10, Groves. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You see me? You see
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2nd and long. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Groves. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Let's go,
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
ready.
They run with Taylor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season as they are now on the board here in the first half. A 1-yard run on 1st down, another one on 2nd. It might not do much for the yards per carry average, but it gets him 6 points.
And at contract time, you want to show touchdowns scored way more than you want to show yards per carry.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's hoping to get it going. They're hoping to get him going, too. You know, he's about ready to pop one here in the second quarter. He's hoping.
And his offensive line teammates, they want to get one of those, too, because they want to continue to run the football. Most offensive linemen like that part of the game better than pass protection because they're not taking blows, they're actually dealing them out. So what they want to do is show the coaches, hey, if we pop one, we're having success. That way they won't go away from the running game.
We'll be hoping to pop one, break one here this go-around. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Play action. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
So out come the Falcons now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again. Groves throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Groves. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan, and he fires one incomplete. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. 51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Ready. 18 Gator, 56. Hey, I'm coming. Kill. Keep gripping.
Here's Taylor. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Off the play fake. Groves. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula's not working right now. And he's going to go down again.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Falcons send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. On 2nd and 7, Ryan looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On the ready.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Then he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. second down. Akers. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun on third down, Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
Ready?
This quarterback now 14 out of 17, 82%. And it's 1st and 10. They go play action with Ryan. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
In your face.
Looking to throw. Groves. And he will find his man on the outside. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Taylor. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run with Taylor. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a give to Taylor. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Off play action. Groves. And he comes back with one complete. The Falcons on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
10-2 stop. Mike. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Shoot.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Groves. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Groves. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. Back to throw. Groves. He dumps it underneath for Taylor. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And his throw here's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Groves. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the Jets who were able to come away with the win at home. Vance McDonald, 3 touchdown passes as his guys stay unbeaten on the year. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Patrick Mahomes, sharp in the victory, as his guys bounce back from a tough start to the year to claim victory number 1. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Arizona Cardinals. A 10-point victory in the end. 24-14, the final. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
You ready?
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throwing on second down, Ryan.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball. Shoot.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan, and his pass incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Groves. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Groves. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. They were in the dime. They had 6 defensive backs there. So go ahead and throw it. He threw it, and it hurt it.
It's almost thrown into a blanket of coverage, isn't it? You talk about the best defenders you have are the defensive backs. 6 of them on the field. You're almost asking for trouble, and that's exactly what they ran into. Ended up throwing a pick-6.
Yeah, 6 defenders and 6 points. Now the try here for the point after. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So out come the Bucs now.
Ready? And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go. Jim. Ready?
On 1st down, Akers. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Ryan. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down. Groves going long here for Wallace. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Groves nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Groves. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw on 2nd down. Groves. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Groves. He finds Taylor, complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. 3rd and 4, he did just enough, and I mean just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Ryan. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Operating from the gun, Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Number 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Groves. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
From the gun, Ryan. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 38-yard line.
Play action. It's Ryan. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision, and then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. They go to the ground again with Taylor. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Now the Bucs ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Ryan. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying 4th quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always the chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Off the bootleg, Groves. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Groves. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Groves. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun. Groves. He's able to find Wallace. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. 2nd and 5. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Back to throw. Groves. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Come on, set. 30 base. Pick up the ball. Get up. Sneak grip.
Now Ryan on first down. He's got Smith here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Ryan. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. On third down, Akers. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. On first down, it's Taylor. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. A couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. From the gun, Groves looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jordan. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Ryan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
First down, Buccaneers.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Back to throw. Gosh, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw.
This has been a tough one.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Groves. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. This is taken at the 18.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
So now the Bucks down 20-16. At time, a huge factor. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here, as they've got it 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Well, I'm no coach, but a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Falcons, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.